Hello guys. Um, I made this stuff. No, not this one. I made this and this. This one was made just a bit of me and a lot of AI, and I deeply regret it because this thing is just confusing. I don't know what all of this is. I mean, I coded the basic stuff like um these and then these and then whatever. Okay, we're gonna do this thing first, the inputs, outputs, and then we're gonna review the data text, and then gonna explain everything else. This is useless. It does nothing. I'm just testing stuff. So here's the data, and it renders into this map. Please render. Thank you. So here's the map. Me and my father made it. Right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna erase this. Boom. And maybe let's open the color picker because it's gonna be useful for this one. So here is our inputs and everything. Um, we're just gonna input stuff, input stuff, input stuff, and it's just gonna do stuff. So it's gonna ask create new destination. Yes, dimension. Let's just put nether on everything. Origin. Uh, let's say we came from 0 and then we went to no, I mean 0, 0. Yeah, that's the origin, the very center of the world, for example. And the destination is we went to 57 and -12. What's the path color? Here's what we're gonna pick. Let's say orange. That is not orange. Uh, okay, I think it's broken. I think I pasted too fast and the thing just bugged. So we're just gonna manually erase that. Nothing happened. You saw nothing. So yeah, we're gonna input another one. We're gonna type nether. We're gonna type maybe another 0, 0. We're gonna type maybe this time 34. And let's make a straight line this time. Path color. Let's pick another one. Let's say green. This kind of beautiful mint color. I don't know. Create new destination. Let's create another one. Uh, let's say the origin is in a different location this time. -19, -45. And then the destination would be across the board, maybe a 0 and 32. And then the path color will be blue or maybe purple. Yeah, this one's good. We're gonna paste that right there, and I'm gonna enter, create another one. This would be the last one. Let's think of a random number. Let's say 78 -30. No, no, I know. 37. Uh, Completely random. And we're gonna type the most random number. Uh, yeah, I think that's a good number. And we're gonna enter the last color as maybe a disgusting yellow tint. Boom. Enter dimension. I mean, enter a new destination. No. End of encoding data. I need to fix this. We're gonna type save. No, maybe there. My bad. So we have saved the data right here automatically. We have the dimensions. You can put any dimension here. Um, I just put it there because in case we need computations. Like if you're gonna put overworld, there was gonna be some formula. Like originally, I thought about it, and I thought if I use the overworld, then I'm just gonna divide using the formula, then they're same thing but different. For the chunks, right? So now here is the output. So it's gonna do a bunch of stuff, and then it's gonna call main.py, which is um, the window generator. So this one, I also coded a lot of this, and my father helped me. So now if I press outputs.py, there we go. So you can see we have the familiar colors right here, and I hope they're um yeah, they're right here. Right, let's see how it looks. Not in the window because yeah, this is the window. I can't zoom in, but if you look at the map SVG, you can see that there's the origin right here. And then as originally, there's the green thing coming from 0 into 2673. Okay. And then there's also this thing coming from 37 negative 73. You can't see it much, but look, it's a negative, and into 2673. Okay. Same for here, 2673. And there's, did I just, okay, that's a bug. And I don't know how to fix it. 2673, 2673, 2673. They're all broken. Well, surely there's something to fix here. I think it's just broken. Yeah, I'm just gonna let this go for a bit. I'm not gonna fix it right now, but basically, yay, we made a map. That's really great. So here's the map. I want something. I want a new map. I mean, I want a new path. Let's say I came from the nether. The dimension doesn't do anything. The origin is maybe a 267, big number right there, guys. And 178. No, 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 not going too far. Destination 0, 0. We're gonna go to our very central of the map, and then the path color would be something unique. Let's say a pink. Boom. And we're gonna end this command, and now it's encoding and stuff. Uh, it's just a print text. Anyways, let's see how the output performs. Oh, image got long. So what happened here is that we generated everything here. I know it's inefficient, but that's all I know about this code. So here is the pink thing coming from this coordinate, and now it's fixed somehow. I don't know how it happened. like it's still broken. Yeah, I think it's it's broken. It's mix. So here's the pink path, and I still haven't fixed this issue of the points generating below. I'm gonna fix it later. So yeah, it created this whole empty space. Uh, so now I'm gonna explain how it works because I love sharing things, even if I know it's gonna be stolen if I do it. So basically, it just does this. It just says bunch of inputs and then the outputs. And I'm not gonna show these things because I'm not. But basically, it just computes this stuff and this stuff and then this stuff, and it creates a grid, and then it creates this, then it creates this, it creates this, creates this, creates this, and basically it just creates stuff. Creates a grid, which is the grid that you see here. Please load. And it's just an endless pattern of squares. That's the grid. Endless squares. Amazing. And then the draw path is ran, which what happens basically is you take an origin point and into the destination point. That is an awful example. I should have found something else. Uh, right here. So don't mind the text, it's just broken for now. So here is the origin point, and then going on this orange thing into this joint. I call it joint even though there's no joint in the code. It's just a if draw this, you know. So here and then here. And then basically how you draw a path is um, you compute the values from their relative coordinates. So for example, this is going to be 50, 50. This is the coordinates 50, 50, for example. And this is it. So what you're going to do is to get its relative center. Of course, this is the origin, which is that's going to be the 0. So what we're going to do is this coordinate minus its self coordinate. So 50, 50 minus 50, 50, well, that's 0, 0. This one is going to be its coordinates minus the origin coordinates. So for example, this is 20 and 10. So what we're going to do is 20 and 10 minus 50, 50. And it's going to go to here, you know? So 50, 50, and then let's say, yeah, 70 and 60 maybe, yeah, 70, 60, and then minus 50, 50, and it's going to bring it down to 20 and 10, which is the coordinates, yeah. And then it's going to detect x and z coordinates. So the x goes from left to right, and the z goes from up to down. X on the x left side is negative, and then right side is positive. On the z though, since this is image dimensions we're talking about, um, up is actually negative and downwards is positive, which is very perfect because in Minecraft, the z-axis is flipped. So if you want to go north in Minecraft, you're gonna go to negative z. Not positive z, negative z. And they will never fix it because it's been 15 years since that bug has been existing. And if they fix it, everything is gonna break. So yeah, since we can just do that, and it's just image coordinates and Minecraft already has it. No unnecessary code needed for flipping the Z. So it's all perfect. So now I got distracted. So if X is greater than Z, then you draw x first and then draw z. So it's right here. Uh, Fine, I'm gonna show you whatever. So if the absolute value of origin x plus absolute value of relative distance x, basically this is just the coordinate x and the coordinate z. If this is greater or equal than z, it's called y because names. So we draw relative origin x and relative y, then we draw relative, yeah. So basically what it does, x and y, and then you draw. Okay, I'm having a trouble to explain this, but basically you draw this first, and then you draw a path from um, let's say 0x to same 0x, and then from that point you go and draw finish the z, and that's how you draw the path. If z is greater than x, then z goes first. That means that um, if this is longer than this, then it's going to draw first. If it's longer than this, then it's going to draw first. Okay, and you will see that everything here works like that, except for a few. Why? Because it is based on the origin. So as you can see here, the pink one doesn't make sense because it goes from the center and outwards. Why is the second line longer? Because the second line, this far point, is the origin. You can see here, it starts from this very big number and goes to 0, 0. So that means that this goes first. And according to this, well, this first line is longer. The x is longer than z. So that draws like that. So yeah, that's all I've been working on. It's just giant map SVG. If I converted this to a PNG, or if I just use PNG directly, which was my original design, but I changed it to SVG very early on, and thank God I did that. SVGs can be quite large, so there's also this feature, image resolution. So basically it just renders the image resolution. So let's make it 1. And boom. Its resolution is now 1. If I zoom in, still the same, but now I can't zoom in really far. And as you can see, it's pretty small. If I increase the resolution to, let's say, 40, then it increases the resolution to 40. Boom. Big one. I can zoom in really far in. Look at that. This is the maximum zoom. I'm scrolling right now, but it's not zooming in anymore. Whoa, whoa. Didn't know that. So yeah, we can change the resolution, we can change the stuff, we can also change the radius of the points and the font size. It's all variables. It's all variables. And I'm just gonna change it back to 10. I know it's 16 earlier, so I guess fine. 16. Maybe let's just reduce it to 8. So basically this multiplies everything with itself. So it's just multiply, 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 everything multiplied, even the radius, size. So no matter how big the resolution, the image will stay the same. The resolution will just get better or worse on, I mean, the size would just get bigger or smaller, but still, same resolution, same stuff, same everything. So yeah, that's all of it. Thank you for watching this long yap of me showcasing you, not showcasing, I mean showing you um, or previewing my random project. Honestly, I don't know how I'm gonna share this because I can't put this into its own website. I don't want to pay, so I'm just gonna share it as its own program. And of course, uh, that's not very much. That's not kind of safe in the perspective of someone just randomly seeing this. So like they don't know if this thing is a virus or not. So, they're gonna trust websites more than this. So I'm hoping I can find a way to put this into a website and maybe pay minimal or at least sustain this by myself and that everyone can use this. But again, this is not a guaranteed that I'm gonna share this to everyone. It may be just a small personal project, but yeah, it's working. I just gotta make this main.py working. Do you mean unexpected indent? There we go. So yeah, this one I still need to work on it. I just copied code. I'm really sorry, but this thing is a mess. I think I'm not gonna use this anymore. But yeah, thank you for watching. Um, I'm not gonna delay it anymore. Goodbye.